live here at Revolution Brewing with one of the C2E2 pre-parties. I'm here with James. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for coming out.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Always a blast to be here.
How's the beer? What are we drinking?
I am drinking the Cross of Gold, which you said is one of the first 4 that Rev opened with.
It is, yeah. Back in the day, February 2010, 4 beers on tap. Cross of Gold was one of them.
So I'm drinking a bit of history.
Cheers.
Cheers. So let's talk a little bit about C2E2 is the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
This is the first of 3 parties you're doing in the coming month and a half. What can fans expect from Revolution at C2E2?
Oh man, Rev and C2E2, you gotta understand, we go way back.
Right.
We first sponsored the show in 2013.
Wow, okay, way back.
Yeah, way back. That was their 2nd year and our 3rd year open as a business. We launched a beer that year called Galaxy Hero.
Okay.
And which we are bringing back this year for C2E2. We're
just for C2?
Bringing back the original C2E2 year after 12 years. And that beer started this whole theme of our beers here at Revolution.
Really?
The superhero theme came from Galaxy Hero.
Really?
And so all of that kind of artwork you could trace back to the show. So we run deep. We love the show. We've been there for many, many years. This year, we have a whole central area called The Yard where you can come try all of our beers. We're going to have fun programming throughout the show. We'll be playing games and selling merch in our area. We'll have some fun photo ops and all sorts of just cool things. The whole brewery staff hangs around, so just come meet us and drink some beer.
You really can't miss the Yard. It is a green carpet in the middle of the show floor.
Yeah, we have the most perfect placement. You're right in the middle of everything. You are just going to stumble into it, and it's just this oasis, and you'll see a sea of bodies of people just coming to the Yard and just like, take some downtime there with us. So
it's a great place to
that.
sit. It's not a concrete floor. You can sit on some, kind of artificial grass, take a load off. If you don't know where it is, look for the giant inflatable can.
Yes. We'll have at least 3 giant inflatable cans. That's a promise.
Oh, so you're expanding the setup a little.
Got to keep things exciting for the fans.
Well, we'll be there, check it out. So what other, like I said, this is the first of the 3 events. What else do you have going on for pre-parties?
It's going to be fun. Yeah, this year C2E2 fell a little early in the schedule, so we got a few of them. We're going to make them count. On February 22nd, we're working with the Design Museum on this event called Playtest. They're going to come into the space and they're going to bring in video and analog game designers to present prototypes of their games. So you'll play early prototypes or late prototypes of both board games and video games here. You can give feedback to the designers. You can just learn about some things that are coming down the pipeline.
Really?
It's a super cool event. We're really happy to be hosting that.
So you're going to get to play stuff way before it's hitting the shelves.
Yeah. And some of it you may never even see the light of day. So it's going to be a really, really cool event. I'm excited about that one.
And that fits in kind of well with what we're doing here tonight. It's board games, it's Magic the Gathering, it's trading card games. It all kind of fits into that gaming theme.
Yeah, and C2E2 has such a powerful gaming contingent. So for us, that's an angle we really love to hit.
You just gave away an autograph for Uncharted with Nolan North, so that's
right.
That's going to be awesome for a lucky fan.
Indeed.
And you have one more event coming up for the pre-C2E2 party. It's kind of the final main event.
Our signature event. It's the cosplay party. So this is in our contract with C2E2 to talk business. They let us host the official kickoff party for C2E2 here in this tap room. It's a cosplay party, and it's a competition as well. So you can kind of show your cosplay off to against everybody else, and it's a very friendly competition where people vote and prizes are won. You can also just kind of show up and watch other people do it, or just sit back and enjoy some beers. But that'll be a great time. That's March 15th. That'll be a Friday night. March 13th, Friday night.
And that's always fun. You even roll out a red carpet for it. A literal red carpet.
The finest carpet you can buy for $20 on Amazon will be in this tap room.
You're giving away all the industry secrets.
That's right. I get loose-lipped after a few of these.
Oh, hey, it's an occupational hazard, right? So you've been to C2E2 quite a few times now. Like you said, C2E2 runs history deep with Revolution.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite parts about the event every year?
Oh, man. Yeah, this will be my 6th year going just in general. 5th year working it with Revolution. So for me, it's the shopping.
Yeah,
I am a big
dangerous.
shopper, and man, it's all of these awesome vendors from all over the country in one space. I always stock up on magic cards and play mats and board games and just cool art. I feel like in our household, half of our kitchen supplies come from C2E2. We'll have our Star Wars coasters from the Coaster Guy. I have like my shadow boxes from the shadow box vendor. I just love the shopping so much.
That's that artist alley, that exhibitor hall, it's dangerous. And I always joke, and like you said, it's earlier this year, it's in March this year. That's when I do most of my Christmas shopping for all of my family that loves everything Star Wars and video games and Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I get all of my Christmas shopping done in March.
I know, it's great.
So, there's so many fun events at the tap room. We just talked about a few of them. But you also do, even when it's not con season, when it's not C2E2, you do an awesome event called Drinking and Dragons. If fans have never done that before, what can they expect from that?
Oh, sure, yeah, that's working with a partner of ours, Drinking and Dragons. And yeah, they come in and they do a one-shot Dungeons & Dragons campaign. So if you've never played, it's a great entry point. Yeah, and they've been fun partners for us. We've loved hosting the tap room, and they run great campaigns. They're lovely folks too. We even made a Revolution Brewing themed one-shot campaign with them a couple years ago. So,
and that's like you said, it's a great place to jump in if you're brand new.
Yeah. So, but we're doing events all the time. We'll often have art markets. We'll bring in vintage pop-ups, things like that. We do something called the Language Cafe every other Thursday, which is every table in here speaks a different language, and you just come in. If you need to practice your Portuguese, you sit at the Portuguese table and give it your shot. For me, I try to get in a little German table and see if I see how rusty my German is. That's an awesome event. Again, with great partners of ours in Language Cafe. So we just try to be a community space and bring in a lot of fun events like this.
That's awesome, and all about community. We're going to talk to Dice Dojo here in a minute. Thank you so much for having us in. Thank you so much for bringing us into this amazing tap room, and cheers.
Cheers. Thanks.
I'm back live. I've got Lex with Dice Dojo here at Revolution Brewing. How you doing today?
Fantastic. Best event ever.
Cheers, right? Nothing better than a brewery event.
Games and beer.
Goes together like peanut butter and jelly. So, well, why don't you tell us just a little bit about what Dice Dojo is and what you're doing here at Revolution today as we have this first pre-C2E2 party.
Love it. Dice Dojo has been around for way too long in Chicago. We're probably the oldest game store outside of the suburbs. This is year 18. The whole idea is build a store where you can play games and that you'd want to hang out with and then buy them as well while you're there. We're still here, so something's working.
Doing something right. So kind of going for building that community, right?
Yes. It's the Starbucks model. Hang out in the space, drink in the space, buy in the space.
Kind of like Revolution. We got everyone testing out games, sipping beers, having fun.
Hell yeah.
So you've got a mix of board games. You've also got some TCG, some Magic the Gathering. Some people can seem really intimidated to get into things like Magic, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like Pokemon. What are some tips you can give to people that have never picked up a trading card game before?
So people are afraid of the buy-in and the commitment level of trading card games. What I tell people is that every addiction has the same level of commitment. It depends on how into it you are.
True.
Right? Sometimes you have one beer, sometimes you're an alcoholic. You gotta do what you gotta do. No, it's in all seriousness, it's not that bad to buy into these games.
Sure.
To play with a pot of 4 with your friends, even in a Magic Commander game, isn't terribly difficult. Now, when you're keeping up with the Joneses, but this isn't different from collecting baseball cards or painting or like the analogy I like to use is people listening to music.
Sure.
You can listen to music for free on one subscription on Spotify, or you can collect thousands of dollars of vinyl. It depends on who you are and how obsessed you want to be. It gives you different strokes for pleasures, right?
So whatever you want to buy into, you've got an option.
Yes.
So, and one thing that if anyone goes to the Dice Dojo website, one of the first things you're going to notice, and again, we were talking about community, you guys do so many events.
So many events.
You do stuff out in the public like this, you do stuff in the store. Has that helped build a community within trading card and tabletop RPGs?
We tried to construct the space that we wanted to hang out in.
Sure.
A place that anybody could come to and play anything, to be able to find a peer that wanted to do what you wanted to do, or to provide a space if nobody else was doing it.
Sure.
And I like to believe that we have done that at this point. The buying will happen if you provide the space for people to play.
Sure.
And that's hard to do in the city. So.
What are some of your go-to games as far as trading card, tabletop? What's your poison?
I try to stay clear of trading card games because that is like doing hard drugs. But I'm still doing the Pokemon TCG because my kid once played it in the playground and I saw it happen and didn't like the way a trade went, and that's the way this is. But
So now you're teaching them the cards.
Now I'm running the junior leagues, yes, and my whole house is Pokemon cards. But that's the way. Don't consume your own product.
Yeah.
Life lesson.
Do as you say, not as you do. Right on.
No, I'm a big board gamer. I'm a big role playing game guy. War games, you name it. But you know that's why we're here.
That's why we're here, to have a good time, right? We're here celebrating C2E2. Was just talking to James, first of 3 Revolution C2E2 events. What are some of your favorite parts about C2E2?
C2E2 is one of the great Comic Cons in the world, and it's here.
It's in our backyard.
Every year that they've been here, we have been there. It is an amazing level of energy, all of the celebrities, but mostly it is all of the people of the upper Midwest coming together and celebrating comics in a fantastic venue. It's epic.
It's just a good atmosphere, a good vibe. Awesome. Well, we will thank you so much for taking the time. We will make sure to keep everything Dice Dojo linked, so if people are in the city, they can find you guys. Thank you for putting on this awesome event, and cheers.
Cheers.